Welcome to 7th grade social studies. I'm Mr. Wick, and I'll be your host as we go through the next 9 months. And along the way, I'll bring a few of my fun and furry friends along and hopefully give you a better understanding of what we're trying to accomplish here in 7th grade this year. The year itself is divided in two major semesters. The first semester is the United States Constitution and the three branches of government. We'll take the first 18 weeks of the school year and take a look at how our government was formed, why it was formed the way it was formed, different types of government from around the world, and why we like ours the best of all. We'll go forward from the Revolutionary War into the legislative branch, which is Article 1, the executive branch, Article 2, and the judicial branch, Article 3. When we get done with the three branches of government, we'll start looking at the 27 amendments to the Constitution and what the purpose was for having those amendments and how we apply those to our daily lives today. The second semester is going to be getting into economics, money. We'll take a look at how you spend, what you spend on, why prices are the way they are. We'll look at life economics. We'll see how and what our parents spend money on. We'll see how credit is used. We'll get into the stock market. Overall, 18 weeks of money. We end the year with a large marketing unit, which will have you try and promote an activity. We'll get to that come May. But as every first day, we have to go through the rules. The rules that we have in Mr. Wick's classroom are as follows. First off, we will be following the PBIS rules. Be respectful, be responsible, be safe. You'll hear that message a lot throughout the year. There is a matrix that we will follow. That's on the back wall in my classroom. It'll be there all the time for you to look at. These are the expectations for majors and minors, and hopefully we don't have too many of those as we go, but they will be there all year for you to look at. You know, the simple things we focused on in the past is when you're coming in the classroom, walk in, don't yell and scream, make sure you have everything for class, be on time, be in your seat when the bell rings. If you're not here on time, bring a pass. See me ahead of time, we can work things out. At the end of class, don't sit there and look and wait for the bell. I will dismiss you. The bell doesn't dismiss you. We're coming close to the days where they're going to eliminate the bells altogether anyways. It's also your responsibility to know your assignment. Now, the beauty of these Chromebooks you're going to have is you'll be able to look on Google Drive or Google Classroom and check your assignments, even from home. When we do have work time in class, be active in your education. If I have you in groups, it's not time to talk about who's taking who to the dance or who's doing what this weekend. Make sure we get the work done first. Focus on the work, stay on task, be a model for your classmates, and use the time appropriately. But I also have rules that I like to follow along. Any assignment you turn in, be it on Chromebook or be it on paper, put your full name and hour in the upper right-hand corner. That helps me out a lot to know who you are. Do your work in blue or black ink or pencils. Don't give me all these gel pens and such. My eyes are getting old. I can't read those very well anymore. And if you're going to turn it in on Chromebook, well, you just use Google Chrome and send it in. So you all know if you're absent, you have 1 day for each day you're gone to make it up. If you have a planned absence, the work is due the day you return unless other arrangements have been made, just as it says right there. But in most cases, if you see me, you talk, and if you're feeling swamped, we can work some things out. But understand if you are gone, you still have to do the work. If you take a test, you didn't do so well on it, you can come back and see me. We can reschedule. You can retake the test. You can also retake tests orally. I have no problem taking lunchtime or prep time or resource time, any of those times to have you come in, sit down, and talk. Some of you can't take a test very well on pen and paper. We'll work on getting better at those as we go. The grading scale, right there as you see it. Also understand that I could write rules all day long. Regardless of what happens, I can change and add rules as needed in class just to make sure we're all safe and learning the best possible way we can. There are big 6 rules, and I really believe in these big 6 if you're going to be successful. Now, those big 6 are as follows. No matter what year, not just school, be on time. There's something I jokingly refer to as East Troy time. Many kids are 15 minutes late to things. When I used to coach, kids would come at practice, or 9 o'clock practice, they'd show up at 9:15. They started to wonder why I locked doors. Be on time. Don't dawdle in the hallway. Dawdle's a fun word. Get to where you got to go. If you got to go to the bathroom, go. Don't run to class and say, Mr. Wick, can I go to the bathroom? Just take care of business. Pay attention. Wherever you're at in life, pay attention. Like it or not, in school, you have to be here. You're responsible, and they're going to test you on everything anyways. Be positive. If you make a mistake, deal with it. Don't make fun of other people's mistakes. Chances are, if people make a mistake, they know they made the mistake. They don't need you to point it out to them over and over and over again. Ask questions. If you're not sure of anything, ask. Even if I've told you 4 times in class what to do and you're not sure, ask again. It's my job to make sure you understand, and your job to make sure you do understand. So please touch base. If you don't feel you got it in class, email me, send me a message through Google, whatever it takes. Let's get it all out there. See the big picture. I understand this is 7th grade. Our job in 7th grade is to make sure you have the tools needed now so you're successful in high school and beyond. Do the best you can. When it comes down to it, the learning is your responsibility. Do the work, have the fun. If we take care of business and we get all the information we need and you're doing things right, we can find a way to play games with the information. We can find a way to do other things than just worry about the information. In class, we'll also talk about the seating chart, which should be up on the board at the beginning of the hour. Assignment notebooks were handed out during the first hour resource. I have a web page you'll want to check in on, and then I'm going to practice everyone's names so I get to know you. There is an assignment for the second day of class. Tonight when you go home, I want you to think about 2 things. There's nothing for you to write. I just want you to think. And we're going to discuss these 2 things in class on Wednesday. In current events, a popular campaign issue revolves around what's called birthright rights. Birthright rights means any person who was born in the United States of America is considered a U.S. citizen. Now, when that happens, we have people coming to America who are pregnant and close to delivering just so their baby can be born in America and be a U.S. citizen. So the whole family feels they have the right to be in the United States with their baby. This has become a major political topic lately. So far that one candidate's even talked about, as they talk about building a border with Mexico, one candidate's even mentioned building a wall with Canada now. Should America amend the Constitution to end birthright rights? Right now the Constitution says anyone born here and with a parent born here, or anyone naturalized, is a U.S. citizen. Should we take away the born here from the Constitution? The second issue I want to talk about revolves around police. I left something off here. A deputy in Texas was executed while filling his squad car's gas tank. Why is there such a negative feeling towards police officers in our country today? Is it deserved, or is the media building it up? There is a link right here. I'm not going to play it for the video here. It just is the sheriff in Texas saying, let's drop the qualifier. All lives matter. But I want to talk about in class the feeling towards police and authority in general. And I end class on the first day talking about pencils. There's a story out there that says as the pencil maker was getting ready to put the pencils in the box and then send them off for their year of school with the student, he gave them 5 rules, or 5 things to think about. The first, understand that a pencil itself is kind of neat and interesting and fun to look at. But unless someone gives it a hand, it gets a little help along the way, it can't possibly reach its full potential. So as you go forward into your school year, understand you can't do everything alone. Don't be afraid to find the hand to give you a little help. Second, understand that occasionally you are in for some sharpening. It might not always be comfortable, might not be the favorite thing you do, but in the end, you'll work much better when you've been sharpened. Take constructive criticism. Take a bad grade once in a while if that's what you've earned, and learn from it. Also, the pencil maker wanted to remind everybody that there's an eraser at the end of the pencil because we all do make mistakes. So as your year goes forward and you do make a mistake, understand you do have opportunities to get out of that mistake. You all have the ability to erase the mistakes. The fourth thing to realize or remember is that in a pencil, you have the outside case, but what really matters is the graphite that is on the inside of the pencil. And much like all of you, what really matters is what's on the inside. Don't worry so much about what your appearance always is going to be or how other people perceive you. It's what's inside that makes you who you are. And the last part for the pencils to be putting in the box was to know that as a pencil, wherever you are or wherever you go, you are sure to leave your mark. So as you make your mark on the world, as you make your mark on the classroom, as you make your mark on the piece of paper, be sure to make that mark count. Make it a good one. Now, as we go forward to finish the school year and start the school year, it's your job to remember those 5 parables of the pencil. After all, as I said, it is on the test. Hopefully it'll be a great year, everybody. Again, if you got any questions, always feel free to contact me. And that's all, folks.